Welcome back to V-Rule. Happy Monday, everybody. Every week I look at the Pokemon card hobby, where we seek out the latest headlines, releases, and other newsworthy Pokemon topics. Let's get into it. As we know, the big thing right now is Pokemon Worlds. It just wrapped up yesterday. It's a 3-day experience. I can't even imagine what it'd be like to be there, and it's huge, and I've not really delved into what this means or how big it really is. But we're going to take a little glimpse into that because I've been kind of thinking about getting into making decks and doing some competition. Haven't gone full on into it yet, but I'm just trying to look into this and see if it's something that I can fit into my schedule just because of how crazy things are. And sometimes we don't have time to make Pokemon a huge priority. So how about I help you out? How about I help you with your collecting experience, your sealed collecting experience, or maybe your pack opening experience by giving away this Crown Zenith tin, the Glaring Articuno tin there. 4 packs of Crown Zenith in there, 2 Stellar Crown 3-pack blisters, and a Pokemon Mystery Prize. Going out to 4 lucky winners. All you have to do is be a part of the channel. You gotta like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. And there's a lot of things we're talking about today that are worth commenting on. Maybe you know a lot more about this than I do, and I would love that interaction just because I think this is something I really want to learn more about. So if you have your 2 cents to put in, I'd appreciate it. Specifically, you need to go over to this video here, and that's where you'll be able to make sure you are entered for that giveaway. Leave a comment on that video. If you've done so before, start a conversation here. I'd love to talk to you. Let's get into our weekly news here. So this is on the lighter side. Your Pokemon Go fan makes a Combi bag to reflect the game. So you have these accessories that you can get in Pokemon Go, and here's this Combi bag here. And this particular fan went ahead and made one themselves. The way this is done is through a technique of knitting, and these have actually become really popular for homemade, like, stuffed animals. My kids have some, not Pokemon, that'd be great, but they do have like stuffed animals that have been hand knitted this way, and people are making bags out of them. I first saw this little headline and I was like, why would you choose Combi? But it's that mirrored response from the Pokemon Go game, so it gives it a little added layer of just how all of us crazy fans can get when it comes to Pokemon and how far we'll go with these things. The biggest topic right now in the community, of course, is Worlds. Lots happening here. This is just a constant live stream. When you're going through the entirety of the event, again, it's 3 days, full days going through it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and tons of stuff happening. In fact, they post like crazy on their blogs, so they have a dedicated team just to make sure that they can keep pushing out this stuff here. Saturday night, and it starts working backwards. Just the most recent is going to be on top, and it just keeps flying through here. It seems like for a while during the bulk of the day, it's like every 10 minutes there's another post, and it's not just one room things going on. It's many different rooms, many different things happening. This is the TCG, this is the video game, this is Pokemon Go, Pokemon Unite. There's a lot happening throughout the entire conference, and it's just constant content to be able to post there. And not to mention the stuff that other people do just on their own. All right, there's different vendors to buy products from, whether it's little souvenirs or new plushies to add to your collection, and opening packs there just for the experience of it. And you're in Hawaii. My gosh, what a beautiful place to be, and hanging out and interacting with the community that a lot of these people have worked very hard to be a part of. It gets pretty crazy how far these people go and what they do, and it gets even crazier of what they're willing to do to get there. In a little bit of a sad story here, and not an uncommon one at that, people cheating during the tournament, the World Championship Tournament. This is not an easy competition to enter. This is not a simple road to go down to qualify. All right, and we have this guy here caught cheating. We can take a quick look at the video here, and it's very subtle. It's not an obvious cheat, but every little difference can change it completely right there. Boom. All right, so if you didn't see it, he shuffles up his deck, he sets one on top. All right, he's going through, rifling through, taking a look, and then sneaks it right there to the top of his deck. The deck is flipped over for some reason. I don't understand the rule that puts that in that case. So is it on the bottom? Does he know it's going to get flipped back and it'll be on top? Not sure. But he is stacking the deck. One way or another, you could at least be sure he's stacking the deck. And that can't be good. Other people really dove in. They figured out, it's table 859 here. They wanted to know the time, the place, the round. They saw he had a professor mat. All right, there is a way of playing that you could be listed as a Pokemon professor, which means you are in partnership with the Pokemon Company for observing how people are playing the game to prevent cheating. So if that is the case, if he has that role with the Pokemon Professor Matt there, if he has that role of being a Pokemon professor, his added job on top of being in the competition is to prevent others from cheating, or at least be on the lookout for it. And here he is caught cheating himself, and of course disqualified. You think that's bad? Take this guy, Ian Robb. He completed a round to make it to what would be the top 4. The top 4. This is going to be a little bit more intense because of my next little window to show you why this is so crazy. He was caught cheating? It's hard to say. It's not even known yet if he... Well, okay. It's probably known now that it's Monday. At the time of recording here, it wasn't quite known if he was disqualified or they just gave him the loss instead of the win. And it looks like it was mostly for unsportsmanlike conduct. Okay? Something to understand. The Pokemon Company is worldwide. They cater to a lot of different people, a lot of different places. And I believe this guy, this Ian Robb guy, is from the US. We have something that's quite beautiful and actually extremely rare. We have free speech. Okay? You can kind of act how you'd like, you can say what you want, and you can kind of overdo your celebration. You can be a little bit rude in your comments, and that can result in unsportsmanlike conduct. So the Pokemon Company has to cater to the fact that not everybody comes from the same place, and there's different cultures meeting here. So they have to have their own set of standards, their own rules, and in reality, unsportsmanlike conduct is the dumbest thing to do anyways. Why gloat when you win in such a way? Be humble, be happy. Look at these prizes that you can get. I mean, you have a lot of hard work just to qualify. Okay, I don't fully understand the point system yet, but to get any point system involved, you have to make the rounds and work your way up. All right, there are different tiers for things like the TCG and the video game, and then in Pokemon Go. All right, there's different tiers of how to get there and what the qualifiers are. But look at these prizes. If you win this thing in the TCG, you're getting a $50,000 grand prize. All right, and notoriety in the community, the trophy, the exclusive cards. Of course, you're getting all of this. Okay, if he was in the top 4, he's at a $20,000 bracket minimum. So they're going to take very seriously who is going to be there. So if they pulled him back and said you didn't win in the end because of unsportsmanlike conduct, they just took the W away, he's still sitting at $15,000, which is notable. But because of his actions, it looks like he's not going to be in that top 4 to be having the chance to reach that grand prize. It's crazy. But the TCG still reigns supreme. It's the hardest to qualify for. It has the highest prizes to gain. And it's been around the longest, so it makes sense that that is the case. $50,000 grand prize on the TCG. And for the video game series, $30,000. Pokemon Go, an app, a game you play on your phone, $20,000 to the grand prize winner. Wow. Now, it's tempting to want to get into this just for the fact that you could make money. The fact of being in the top 32 to place and get, prize money, very slim. It's very difficult. It takes a lot of work and a lot of research, really. And that's why I feel like I'd enjoy it, because of the research that goes into how you build a deck, how you lay out your mechanics, and then how you utilize them. On a lighter note, instead of people getting disqualified or cheating or losing out on prize money and seeing how daunting that task could be, it is confirmed. It's confirmed that this championship coin here for 2024, available on the Pokemon Center website, is possible to get more than one. I had gone through the process. I was able to add one, and then I tried it again with another set of products to see if I could get a second one, because it's one per order, minimum order of $50. Couldn't do it. It kept erroring out, wouldn't work. But I did a little bit of research and saw that people weren't having that issue at all. It seemed like it was commonly okay to do an order, have the coin added, do another order, have the coin added, and repeat that process a few times. Although, how many times can you do that when the minimum is 50? Yikes. It gets a little bit out of hand. But I did try it one more time, and I was able to add it. So it looks like it's possible. So I should be seeing 2 of those coins ultimately, and that's my cap, because, again, I kind of jumped the gun on the budget for collection just to make it happen. And I thought it was a really neat little coin to get. It feels very exclusive. It's tied to the World Championship, which every year has its own theme, own location, so it becomes a little bit more rare of a piece when you put it together. And then coupling that with the promo that came out not too long ago, I think that'll be a nice little pairing to have the promo card and the promo coin here. I'm calling it a promo coin. I don't know if it's really a promo coin. It seems that way, but a little bit rarer. Maybe it comes in all the swag bags from the event. I have no idea. Probably would. It's a clad coin. They're easy. So, but still pretty neat that people who aren't a part of the competition, aren't going to the event, can partake in it in some way and still feel like they get a taste of the Worlds every year. And then after the winners come out, we'll see a specific round of decks, the top 4 decks that come out. And that's kind of a neat opportunity because there's a unique pin. So more into the TCG world again. On specifically for this channel, but interesting stuff, and I wanted to give a little bit lighter note on the end because it's a little bit overwhelming with everybody just harping on how difficult this can be, and people getting, disqualified and missing out on certain spots for unsportsmanlike conduct. Just a little rough news this week. It's all around the World Championship in Pokemon, so at least that's the bulk of the news this week. Next week's going to be a whole different story. Who knows? Because the championship's over. Maybe we'll uncover a little bit more about what's to come in the Pokemon world. They usually make a lot of announcements during this time, so we'll have some more to share there, I believe, next week. And I'd like to share with you Galarian Articuno Tin from Crown Zenith, 2 3-pack blisters from Stellar Crown, and a Pokemon Mystery Prize going out to 4 lucky winners. Go back to the beginning. I go through exactly how to do it. Of course, the basics. You need to like the video and you need to subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so that way you know about the new videos coming up, because they show up every single day. I post 7 days a week, and that's how I can keep delivering all this wonderful content to you, and you can keep knowing about it. But the only way this keeps up is if we can hit that 2,500 subscriber mark and go ahead and give away those prizes. That's the threshold. Once we reach the 2,500 subscribers, giving these out to those 4 winners, and then we'll have to come up with something new, because I think there's no reason to slow down on giving things away. My whole purpose of this channel has been getting a community connection here, and doing card openings was not getting it there. I spent so much time researching this stuff and looking into it and watching how the TCG works, and since I've kind of migrated over to that system of video there, that platform, I've had a lot more interaction with the community, and that's the stuff that I've been looking for and thriving off of, and that's what keeps me going. So I really appreciate all the support, and I appreciate the comments down below, giving me a lot of food for thought, giving me some show ideas, which I have not implemented yet, but I have not forgotten some of those comments where I've said it back saying that's a good idea for an episode. But we'll have to get there and see. And for now, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.